The damage is insane. 210k easily. And that's not even like the end of the damage window. Camellya is finally here, and she is one of the strongest, most broken characters I have ever seen. You might be pulling her because she's really strong, but I have pulled her because of this.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, if you go with the camera from a top-down view, you can see her undies. I pulled her because of that. Look at her, though. Oh my god. Well, truth be told, crew already seen that coming from a mile away, so you can't really see anything. Hey, adorable character though. Look at her. I just want her to eat my pancreas. But yo, today we have a showcase of one of the strongest Camellya teams you'll ever see, and let me tell you, this team is broken. Before we get into that, here are the stats that I have. It's really mid. If I can get like 15 more crit rate, I'll be quite happy though, actually. Maybe a bit more energy regen as well. But it's a pretty normal DPS build. I've got Red Spring, which is our own weapon, and these are the echoes that I'm using. These are the individual stats, and you realize one thing that could be quite interesting. You see, I'm using Dreamless as the main echo that Camellya transforms into. This is actually better because you can use Dreamless to cancel out your animation as you use this echo. The other option is to use Crownless. The problem with Crownless is you have to stand on field for Crownless to finish his really long animation in order to just get a bit of a buff. So, you know what? Give or take, I personally like Dreamless because of the long animation that I can just like swap out and it'll continue itself. It makes the cycling smoother. To master a Camellya, the first step you want to do is to learn how to hold your mouse. Just hold left click and watch her go, right? She does all of that. I'm just holding left click. I'm not even clicking. It's pretty damn difficult, right? No, it's not. It's easy as hell. That's one of her combo that you don't ever really want to use. What you want to use is after using her E, and then you do the same thing. Hold your left click. That's all you gotta do. Now, in her tutorial, the game is asking you to like use 2 basics first, and then you hold your left click. But honestly, you can just hold it from the get-go. She will do this spin animation, which is what you want to do. And yeah, after you use your E, you kind of get into this mode where you can't run. You can only dash, and she just swings everywhere. So if you run out of stamina, that's not gonna be good, right? Now that you master half of her kit, allow me to show you the other half of the kit. Here with the first showcase of this team that is just straight up insanely broken. We're going in TOA on the left tower, the 4th floor, which is gonna be versus a boss, right? We're starting with the good old. Using all her kit, get the Concerto up. Sanhua does the same. E into the ultimate, get my Concerto up. This is when I fully buffed the Camellya here. We got the field that gets me more crit rate because I'm missing some. Crit damage as well, why not? And Sanhua giving me basic attack damage increase, which is Camellya's, like 80% of her damage comes from basic attack. So now that we have Camellya coming in, as you see here, we have max forte bar down below. This is again one of 2 ways to max your forte bar, with the second way being maximizing your Concerto to use your enhanced E. That's your second way to maximize your bar. Now that your bar is maxed, we're gonna use your E, and this is when she does this animation and starts hanging on mid-air. Yeah, look at her. She's mid-air right now. In this mode, everything that she does will take away your forte energy, and the more energy you take away, you'll get this fire symbol buff here. That just means more multipliers to your attacks, which is why at this moment in time, you want to just hold left click. You don't want to do anything else. Just hold left click. She'll do this spin, and this is a lot of damage. And at this point, I've used every bit of my forte, maxed out my buff right there. And the next thing to do is to max my Concerto energy instead. So what I ended up doing here to just like, you know, attack you a couple of times, I maxed out my energy. Right here, I have enhanced my resonance skill. You can see it glowing up. And this is where if I use my enhanced resonance skill right here, I'm going to max my forte again. And by maxing my forte again, that's the highest amount of damage that you can have on your Camellya. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Use my E and maximize my forte. The damage is insane. 210k easily. And that's not even like the end of the damage window. So she's gonna continue to spin. Every hit now does 4,000 damage, and we still have our ultimate that I will use almost at the end of my damage window. Here we go. We almost ran out of my forte bar, so I'm gonna go and use that. I did not crit, but usually it does like 60k, 70k, something like that, and I'm gonna go in and swap out, doing decent damage on the outro even, right? And just like that, we're gonna reset the same team. Go with my Shorekeeper, go with Sanhua. It takes like less than 5 seconds, or about 5 seconds, to just set everything up again. And now we're Camellya again. We're just holding our left click after using our E. We're spinning the living crap out of him, and there's nothing you can do. Maximize my Concerto energy right there and use my enhanced E. Once I've used my enhanced E, 210k again, and we're starting to spin. This is where we have infinite parries as well if the enemy wants to hit you and you're spinning, right? Because you basically have 360 degrees of protection. You're parrying everything. And we're doing the same thing. Using our ult again. I think I missed my crit again somehow. But this is where, as well, that I mentioned, I kind of forgot to mention this part, my Echo, right? The reason why you want Dreamless is at the end of a damage window, use your Dreamless. Yes, you don't get any buffs. Yes, you don't get increased multipliers with Dreamless because you're not Rover, but you still do a lot of damage by canceling out the animation. The Echo just gets scented, you swap out to your next character, reset your damage window, and then you just repeat that over and over again. I'm doing the same thing over and over, and this will be the final 210k nuke that I need to completely destroy this mode. I think I destroyed it with like 30 seconds left, yeah, and that is easily at the level of Jinhsi. With that said, let's take a look at level 100 enemies. So let's go ahead and like try this out against Phalian Baringal. We're doing the same thing, right? Like, you know how it goes. Go with the Sanhua, go with all the buffs, and then we go with Camellya. I won't show like the whole fight because it's just the same thing. I'm doing the same exact thing. Come in with the intro skill, max my forte energy, start spinning like a fidget spinner, right? And as I do that, I get buffs, 10 stacks of that fire symbol buff right there. And now I have my highest damage. I just gotta touch you one time, get my enhanced E. Now I'm in my budding mode, it's named. In this budding mode, I'm doing the most damage I possibly can. So as I almost finish my DPS window, end it with the ulti. Damage-wise, we are not seeing it somehow. Nah, it probably did do it. But I just didn't get to see the number. It's kind of weird sometimes. But yep, that's the whole DPS window. We're just repeating the same thing. So I'm going to skip ahead. There we go. Go back to Camellya. Let me check that damage out, right? We're going to start spinning. Every hit, if I crit them, it's 2 point something K. And sometimes it's 7k if like it's different combos, right? And now I use my enhanced E, which does immense damage, 66k right there. Don't, if I crit there, don't think so. Continue to spin, 3.5k per tick, right? And then we still have our ulti coming up, and right now we are unlimited parry right now, right? They can come over from anywhere. We are going to parry them. Here it's 23k, not that much, but hey, in the end we are going to like just finish you off. Let me just find like a good damage window right here, I think. So enhance E, boom, 180k against level 100 enemies. It's a lot. And then now that you're broken as well, because we keep swapping and getting our intro outro skill procking with this team, right? So yeah, it is such a high octane team. The damage is insane. We did 66k there, and with no time at all, I'm gonna skip one, like I'm gonna hit it one time on my keyboard, right? Boom. Instantly it's Sanhua into Camellya, and we have it again. So yeah, it gets a bit close because I'm missing a lot of crits. But this is where I know I just need one more crit on my enhanced E. I know I'm killing it, which I'm pretty sure I did. Here's the enhanced E. Boom. Done. 180k. Nuked. This is like some Jinhsi numbers. That enhanced E right there, it nukes as hard as a Jinhsi, almost like max hit. I think Jinhsi still does more, but oh, it's comparable. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the strongest Camellya team in the game available right now. And straight up, I'm gonna give it a TLDR, right? Is she better than Jinhsi? Actually, still no. The reason being, the best Jinhsi team does contain a Jeji, which is a 5-star. Now, compare Jeji with Sanhua. Jeji simply gives more damage. It gives you more abilities for Jinhsi to shine as well. And with that perfect team, a 4-star Sanhua team paired with Camellya is not going to out DPS like the best Jinhsi with Jeji all-star 5-star teams. But if we compare 4-star to 4-star, the best Jinhsi 4-star pairing would be with someone like Yuanwu. If we compare it like that, Camellya's team with a 4-star Sanhua is actually going to outperform Jinhsi with a 4-star Yuanwu. It just goes to show like there are different characters with different roles in the game right now at different levels. We don't have a 5-star support for every character out there. So in this case, there's no one better than Sanhua for Camellya, but then there is someone better than a 4-star support in Jeji for Jinhsi. That is why Jinhsi's best team is still, in my opinion, reigning the champion, but not by that far off though. This Camellya team is insane. Not to mention, this is probably the most free-to-play friendly team ever. You don't need Shorekeeper. Verena works as well. Sanhua is free. So if you don't know when to get in Wuwa, you're thinking about it, dude, it's the best time to join. You just come in, get yourself Camellya with the free summons. You're gonna get enough free summons, I believe. Get yourself your free Sanhua, your Verena from your selector, boom. That is a whole team done that can clear anything. You have one team that you know you can rely on. That is why I think Camellya is insanely good for anyone to pull for. A Jinhsi level DPS. When did we ever have someone like that? It's been way too long, yeah? And yeah, there we have it. That is the showcase of Camellya's best team in my opinion, and it is so good. It's so brain dead as well. It's easier than Jinhsi. That's insane. Like, I thought Jinhsi was easy enough. You're holding left click. That's it. Use your E, hold left click. Use your E, hold left click. Alt when available. Echo out when you're done. And you're adorable. And if you pan your camera from top to down, you can see her spinning with her underwear. All right, enough Kroomer. We gotta calm down now. Woo Frog. Hope you enjoyed this one, and good luck with your polls. I think she's a definite bagger that I think you have to pull for. And that'll be all. Take care.